Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Favor Winky, the fairy godmother, but you can call me Favor Irritating. Anyway, yesterday we talked about self-development, and now I will be looking at actualizing this development. Yes, you've actually I know you've taken time to actually process what self-development is all about. So now let's look at building your passion. Yes. You know, one thing is to develop yourself, another thing is to build your passion. I got a lot of feedback where a lot of persons were like, okay, they know their passions, but they don't really know how to build it. Why some persons they are too scared to build it, they feel okay, if they should try to build this passion, if they should try to develop themselves, or if they should try to figure out their passion, they are scared of the outcomes of building this passion. Now, one thing I will tell you is to act. Yes, you have to act, because knowing your passion and not acting it's just like it's just a waste of time, because then you won't really know how effective it could be. So you need to act like your life depends on it. Don't just act though. Act like your life depends on it. Now I'll give you an instance. Imagine where you're working, you're working under somebody, and you're given a task to do, and you know very well that your job depends on that particular work that has been assigned to you. You will give your all to make sure it is done. But when it comes to our passion, we'll be like, after all, it is not paying my bill. After all, it is not something I'm using. After all, you're always giving excuses and you never act on it. You won't see results. Now, let's take for instance an influencer, a brand influencer, and now this is your source of livelihood. It is your passion. Yeah, you like creating content, probably you like dancing, you like singing, you like acting, you like writing, and you make it your, like, you're telling yourself that this is my means of livelihood. Without this I don't have money, without this I'm broke. You would actually see yourself putting more effort into it, unlike when you just see it to be a normal regular thing. If writing is your passion, you will not just tell yourself that I'm not in the mood to write today, let me go and sleep, when you know that if you sleep today you will stay hungry tomorrow. You will sit your ass down and start reading. You will sit your body down and start writing. You would think, you would create content, you would try to make sure you build your writing skills. You will want to see what else is in the market. You want to know what else you're competing against. You want to know how where to build these skills, because your life depends on it. Your source of livelihood depends on that writing. So also is people that love singing. You know very well that your source of livelihood depends on your ability to sing. You'll be very careful with your voice because you have the passion for it. You'll be very careful what you consume that may damage your voice. You'll be very careful not to scream too much unnecessarily so that you don't damage your voice. You will try to build, you will try to train, you will try to see other persons that are singers like you and see how you can stand that. That is it. Then another thing again is to evaluate results. Yes, you've been able to gather these experiences, you've been able to figure out your passion, you've been able to act like your life depends on it, you've been able to sit down and try to create something new. Yeah, you've been creative about your passion. And then you have to evaluate results. Now see, what am I doing wrong? What am I not getting? What differentiates me from the other man that is also doing the same thing that I'm doing? How do I stand that? What do I have that this person doesn't have, that when I go out to the market it will sell for me and bring forth new changes for me? You need to start thinking about those things. When you start thinking about them, you will know how to evaluate the results. Then feedback. That is the fourth criteria, feedback. Anything you do, you need to always make sure you have feedback. Not just any kind of feedback. Serious critical feedback. Don't limit yourself to, okay, you're good and that's it. Try to get feedback. Ask people, what am I not doing right? What am I getting wrong? What do I need to do to help my game? What new trends are existing that can actually help my career? When you start to ask yourself these questions, you start to know how where to evaluate your results. You start to know how to up your game. You start to know things that you're not doing right, that you need to do right, that can actually help you. So these are some of the things you can actually do to build your passion. Then the last one is go getter. Yes, go and get that bag, go and get that money, go and see how your passion is going to make way for you, because you've actually put everything you need to put into place. And let me tell you one thing, don't be scared of trying something new. Don't be scared of trying to build your passion. Don't be scared of your creativity. A lot of persons have done it and they failed, but that's not you. That is not who you are. You are not meant to be a failure. You are not born to be a failure. The moment you can start telling yourself that I am not born to be a failure, I am born to thrive, I am born to actually help myself and bring out my creativity, bring out my passion, that is the point you start to see your life change. Because a lot of persons, they end up doing jobs or things that they don't really like, they don't have passion for, and at that point you ask them, what is motivating you to do this thing? They will tell you, I want to make money. Are you really having fun? Yes, I know that when you're making money, or when you try to make money, a lot of persons feel, oh, making money, you don't need to necessarily have fun with making money. You can actually build your passion and make money with it. You can actually see yourself, even if your line of profession is not even associated to your passion, do you know that with your passion you can actually see yourself making a difference in your profession? Yes, let me take for instance, you're a TV presenter or a radio presenter, and you like acting. Have you ever thought of adding this your acting skills, developing your acting skills, and putting it into your profession and seeing how it stands out for you? Or you're a brand influencer, you are into all these commercial activities and creating of jingles, content, and you're a dancer. Have you ever tried to dance and create content with this thing that can actually help you sell whatever you're into? Have you actually thought of that? So these are certain things you need to look into to actually help build your passion. And don't forget, this is Winky F Entertainment Vlog, and we talk about a lot of things. We bring you trending news stories, we bring you news, inspirational talk shows, and a lot more. And I'm Favor Irritated. Well, you can call me Favor Winky, the fairy godmother. We'll be right back to give you more talk shows, so don't go nowhere.